To vlog number 16. Man, 16 days straight doing this. Love it. Over 2 weeks now. This is how you should have your coffee. Thick, treacle like. This is 6 shots in there. Anyway, what we're talking about today. Your word is all you've got. Break it and break yourself, really. Right? If you want to keep your word to you, then what the fuck are you worth? You're not worth less. You're not worth anything. You're worth nothing. Okay, and so you want to talk about self-worth. It starts with one thing. It starts with your fucking word. Not your dreams, not your intentions, not your vision board, but your word. There was a day, once upon a time, somewhere that your word, your name was worth something. Your handshake was your word, and that carried some weight. And I struggled with that for a long time, you know, because I'd be like, I shake my hand and that's it. The person now has to follow through. That's a commitment. That was their word. That was the way I was raised by my grandparents. Your word is your bond. Your handshake means something. It's who you are. If you can't keep that, then who are you? Nobody. You're a nobody. Alright? And so, if you say you've got to do something and you back it up and you do it, or don't bother opening your mouth, better still, just go and do it. You see, most people have become professionals at lying, professionals at being a hypocrite. They're hypocrites to themselves. Fuck what they're doing with anybody else, to themselves. They're asking for respect but can't give it to themselves. They're looking for love but can't give it to themselves. You can't, it just can't happen. It will never happen that way. And so they'll keep a promise to perhaps their boss because they're trying to comply, perhaps their friends because they want to fit in, perhaps society because but the whole time that they're in compliance, that's why I've been on about don't comply. It's the ones who don't comply, who break the mold, who break the rules, that win. And they're usually the ones that hire you. The ones that they're not bothered about breaking the promise with is themselves. The flinch, the fold, the bail. And that's not forgetfulness. That's betrayal, self-betrayal. And hear me loud and clear in this. When you keep breaking your word with you train your mind never to believe in you. So that's why you don't have any confidence. You're so shocked, and why you don't have the confidence is because you keep lying to yourself. Why are you so shocked that nothing's changing? For things to change, you must change. Because if you can't hold your word to yourself, like I said, you're not worth less, you're worth nothing. Because your word is your worth. You say I'm committed, but there's no follow through, there's no resolve. Then your commitment is fake. You say I want change, but your actions say, hey, I'm comfortable here. But yet, it's not a comfort zone, it's a suffer zone. Stop lying to yourself and everybody else. Your word should be law. Law in your life. It should be non-negotiable and unbreakable. No compromise, no options. Do or die. Otherwise, what you say means fuck all, which means your word is worthless and your name is worthless. You don't need goals, you just need integrity. Every time you break your word, you delude your identity. If you can't trust yourself, why the hell should anybody else? You see, the fastest way to build self-worth is to become a savage about your own standards. And let me talk about your standards. Most people have got variable standards. They might be looking fresh, but their standards are variable in other areas. You want to have high standards and be held to those by yourself, by the man or woman in the mirror, with every move that you make and every decision that you take. Never break. Make that promise and keep it. Start small, make one non-negotiable point in your life a standard, and prove that you're serious by following through. Audit your language. Quit the week, I'll try, I'm working on it, and soon I'll do that when, if it feels like it. Shut the fuck up and just back the shit up. Every night ask yourself, did I do what I was going to say I was do today? And better still, not just don't wait until the end of the day. Is this decision that I'm about to take going to break my commitment to myself, or going to level up in my self-image and how I see myself? If you want to raise your self-worth, start by holding your own damn word. Nothing changes until you stop lying to you, until you stop flaking on you. You don't need motivation. You just need some fucking follow through. Let your word mean something again. Let your name mean something again. Let it become your identity and who you are. Be reliable, but to yourself. Fuck everybody else, to yourself. Never break that reliability with yourself again. Never break the bond with yourself again. That's where most people fall. That's where most people fail. Create a feel-safe life and never compromise again. You don't need to fit in. Everything that you need, God planted within you. It's not your lack of resources, it's your lack of resourcefulness. It's why you don't have what you want. And why you don't have the confidence that you say that you want is because you keep breaking the promise to yourself. You know you're a fucking liar. So break that mold and start living your truth. That's exactly how you're going to activate your power. The conviction by getting clarity in your life is by living your truth through the unfiltered truth. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Take responsibility for it all. And step into your greatness, step into the light. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to wait for the green light. You are the green fucking light. Now stop making excuses and just go. Make the corrections along the way. Fuck it. Imperfect action and move forward. Imperfect action and progress forward. That is how it's done. Nothing's going to be perfect. Only God is perfect. Only Spirit is perfect. The flesh is not. And so comply only to the law of God. That's what Jesus done. That's what Yeshua done. Was complied only to his Father. Only to God. He stuck his head above the crowd. He was one person. Oh, but it's only just me, Chris. Listen. Yeshua was one person. Muhammad was one person. Hitler was one person. Trump is one person. I don't care what you think of all these people, but I do care what you think of yourself. And that starts with keeping the word to yourself. Let's start today, right now. Let's not overwhelm you by giving you all these other tasks. Just make it easy, make it simple. Never lie to yourself again. Always comply to what you say that you were going to do long after the feeling has gone. Because the interested person does what's convenient, they do what feels right, they do what's going to fit in. The committed person does whatever it takes. They do whatever the goal demands them and be whoever the goal demands them to be, but ultimately it's about being who are you? For you to be free, you've got to be you. That's a great place to start. Let's start there. Never break the word with yourself again. Speak it out loud. My word is law. I lead myself. I keep my word even and especially when nobody's watching, because that's what counts. The work you do in the dark is revealed in the day of light. By their fruits ye shall know them. How many times do I need to cry out that scripture? By thy fruits ye shall know them. And do what I say. I lead, not follow. I lead myself. By doing what I said I was going to do. My word is law. My word means something. That means I mean something. Be meaningful or be worth nothing. It all starts with keeping the word to yourself. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Grab the bull by the horns. Grab some good black coffee. While I'm at it, look at the Templar. Non nobis Domine, non nobis sed nomine to the gloriam. Nothing for me, Lord, nothing for me but the glory of thy name. Your name meant something back then. Let's make it, let's make living your truth count again. Let's make your truth great again. Let's be being you great again. Why not? It's a great place to start.